As a rule, our patrons do not know their ID numbers,
I don't know my ID.
but they need it to check items out. It can be found on their student ID card.
So when a patron brings up an item, ask them to please type their number into the keypad.
They'll probably need a reminder as to what this is, so be patient. But if they can't find their ID,
I forgot my ID.
or if it's a huge burden for them to find it, go ahead and look them up by name. Ask them for their middle name too, to make sure you're checking out to the right person, and not just someone with a similar name. Let the patron know the due date, especially if it's a 3-hour item or a 1-week DVD checkout.
To check materials in, scan the barcode. It's usually on the inside back cover or front cover. If it's a law book that's to return to our collection, it will say Law in the area where it belongs. You then put it on the appropriate shelf in the reshelving area in circulation. If you're unsure about where it belongs, just leave the book with a note on one of our chairs back in circulation, and we'll figure it out. If a book is to be returned to another UVA library, such as Alderman or Clemens, a box will appear on the screen when you check it in. Then put a slip in the book for the appropriate library, and drop it in the Leo bin on the floor. If the book is on hold for a patron, the screen will tell you what library to send it to, and the patron's name. If it's another library, just put a slip for that library in the book and throw it in the Leo bin. If it's for here, write a slip with that person's name and the date, and put it back on the hold shelf. Nope! That section is only for interlibrary loan requests and student delivery service books.
What?
That hold book goes on the shelf in the back of the circulation area.
How do I tell them apart?
I'm glad you asked. Interlibrary loan books have these kind of slips in them. Student delivery service requests have these kind of slips in them. And books on hold have these kind of slips in them. All 3 slips say what kind of requests they are.
Okay, but why the different shelves, man?
It's because our SDS, or Student Delivery Service requests, and ILL, or Interlibrary Loan requests, are already checked out to our students. Books on hold are not.
Peachy Keen!
We'll go over how to check in and out DVDs in person. But for now, remember the most important thing. Please reshelve all DVDs that have accumulated by the end of your shift.
If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask any of us. And if we're not here, just leave us a note and we'll get back to you. Remember, our patrons are depending on you.